Now, what would you say if I told you we had an unbeaten start to our second year in Serie A? Yeah, you'd be right, I am lying, but we got pretty close. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Going Pro with me, D-Boy Plays. Now, if you look just above me, you can see that we are sitting very, very happily in 6th in the league. Played 8 games, we've got 15 points. Sometimes things just work out. We've had an amazing start. Honestly, great start to the season. And I know what you're thinking. You look at some of those scores and they're not ideal. And you're right, but we beat Napoli, obviously, in the first game. Went on to beat Genoa 3-1 in our second fixture. Great game. Beat Lazio, drew with AC Milan, beat Juventus, lost to Fiorentina. That was the annoying one. And then we've had back-to-back draws against Atalanta and Hellas Verona, which were also pretty frustrating, I won't lie. But we've done pretty well. In all honesty, you look at those teams, you look at the ones we've got in there. The Lazio result was huge. Absolutely amazing performance from the boys. AC Milan, a bit frustrating. We gave away a penalty late on in the first half. Meant they could equalise, but fine. This, I don't know how we managed to this one, beating them 1-0. Fiorentina, fine. Understandable. They're a good team. Atalanta and Hellas Verona, though, basically we had to pull ourselves out of the deep end right at the last minute. And Juris Manquant, absolutely amazing work in both games. Came on as a sub in both, scored goals for us and basically saved our bacon. We do have 2 matches, though, against... I would look at them as beatable teams. Udinese should be beatable. They've just been promoted, probably haven't got the greatest team. Empoli, they're in and around us, but again, I feel like we should be able to beat them, based on how we've done against teams in the similar sort of positions. But yeah, we've had a really, really good start, and I'm very, very impressed with the work the boys have done. There are a few that are a little bit concerning, I won't lie. For instance, Noah and Eddie, they haven't scored in a while. A little bit disappointing. Odin's not... I mean, he's been fine. This front three, they've been fine, but they've not done enough in the last few games. So we definitely need to see some change from them. And new additions like Busquets, he's been decent. In fact, I'm going to start Busquets in this next game. And it's, yeah, like I say, it's been fine. Like, some of them have played a little bit better than others, but overall, I'm pretty impressed with how we've done. We do have a game, though, against Udinese. Let's jump into that and have a little chat. This is the team that we're going to be taking into it. And I say this all the time, not a massive change from the last one, but we've got Rizzo in goal, Krejci, Butera and Macchioni making up the defence, just to do a little bit of rotation. Krejci's done a pretty decent job for us at centre-back, to be fair to him. Dina Abimbe, St. Luce taking up the wing-backs. We've got Busquets and Palumbo in centre midfield. And then we've got Home, and Eddie sorting out the top. Hopefully they can change fortunes a little bit and maybe get a goal or two. The one thing I am noticing, though, is our wing-backs aren't great. And we have been playing Coley a little bit, and Coley's been worse than Abimbe, and Abimbe's not been great. So it's the lesser of 2 evils, really, out of them. Left wing-back, Rui's been good. Credit to him. Rui has been decent, but I do want to give St. Luce a little bit more of a chance. Depending on how he does today, we might start Rui in the next match. Let's dive in, though. Let's see how we do. Yes, I know I've only taken 10 subs. We haven't got enough players, I know. The rest of them are all youth players. They're not good enough for this level. They'd just be there for the sake of being there. Looking at that team, I recognise Diego Moreira. And that's about it, I think. Yeah, so... I mean, that means nothing because I don't know most of the players in this league. But, the big boys we've all heard of. But it's been a really good start. Like, I've got no complaints. The boys have played well in the games. They've fought back to get some draws, against, some hard teams. We've got some really unlikely wins. So, I mean, good on them. Really, really good on them for doing things like that. And let's just see if we can keep pushing ourselves up. If we can keep ourselves in this top, in the European spots for the rest of the season, I'll be very impressed. This is one thing I have noticed, though. If you look, we're almost 20 minutes in. We haven't had a single shot. There goes 2. Fine. As soon as I putting that out. But we're very late actually getting any action started, which is a little bit concerning. And I'm curious as to what we need to do to fix that. Ball cleared only as far as Moreira. Played in the box. Lazetic scores. It is a goal. That is annoying. He is very much onside. I don't know why they'd be checking that, because clearly he's onside. Fine, 1-0 down to Udinese. This might be the start of things going very, very wrong for us. Because again, like I say, we've had a brilliant start. I've had no complaints so far to the start of this season. You compare it with how we did last season. It's been a pretty good start, and it is pretty tight in the league at the moment as well in that top half. There's only a few points separating first and I think like down to 8th. There's maybe only 5 or 6 points in it, like a couple of results going one way or the other, and that could change everything. That was a poor touch from Salcedo. But we do get a second chance here. Palumbo plays it over the top. He can't find Salcedo. Holm, he goes alone. Hits the crossbar and has to be cleared by Abossi. Fine. Barashki throws it to Moreira. He plays it down the line, but no one's chasing onto it. Macchioni picks it up now. Plays it back to Rizzo. He's forced to clear. We did have a player there, but he chose not to do anything. Moreira now gets a chance to move into the box. Cleared, but only as far as Kamara. He plays it back in, caught nicely by Rizzo. Come on, boys. We've got to get a goal back here. We can't lose in these sorts of games. These are the ones we really do have to win. Like against the ones that you would consider in and around our ability. And I know I'm saying this seeing as we've beaten some of the big boys, but I feel like there was an element of luck in those games. But the ones that you'd look at and think, yeah, we've got them. I think he's offside there. No, he's not offside. Good. Equaliser. Done. But yeah, the teams like this, these are the ones that really, really matters that we pick up points against. Really, really important that we don't hold back. Really take the fight to them. It's a lovely goal, though. I'm not going to skip the highlight. I was going to skip it. I'm not going to skip it. You want to see the goal again. Lovely work. Noah's back. He scored a goal. The Holmes linking up. Semi-detached. Very nice. Anything before the break? Not quite. We are... Spoke too soon. What we got? Diego Moreira. He can't get it on target. Unlucky, Sam. Unlucky. I don't know if you saw that, though. We are dominating possession. 70% at the moment, which is great. We're controlling possession, which is really, really good. Let's keep controlling possession. Let's turn it into some goals and not let Udinese absolutely ruin us. Silvestri with the ball. Plays it forward. Poor pass from him. Salcedo picks it up. Sends it wide. You have got to finish those shots, Salcedo. That's put on a plate for you. Really annoys me when strikers finish those shots. And I know it happens in real life, but come on. Come on. Not those kind of chances. Moreira played in. Lucas sends it goalward. Sends it over, though. Unlucky Sam. Rizzo now plays it to Patera. Kreschke plays it forward. Finds Palumbo. He heads it to home. Forces it back to Macchioni. Down the line to St. Luce now. Notice we have got a few boys on bookings. We're moving it around. Busquets back out to St. Luce. He plays it in the middle to Palumbo. Palumbo through on goal. Unlucky. Ooh, close chances. Again, you look at the stats. I would say we are very much in charge of this game. Another little bit of encouragement. And I think I'm going to take off Macchioni because he's on that booking and he's not playing particularly well. I'm a bit conscious of that. We'll bring on Cumitillo. Cumitillo has been really good. I've liked him so far this season. And I think we'll go for one more. I will take off St. Luce and we will bring on Rui. Because Rui, funnily enough, set up both of Manquante's goals in those previous games. So if he fancies doing it for our strikers in this one, I'll be very happy. Abimbe on the free kick, though. Plays it in. Can he find the head of one of our team? No, he can't. But home finds Kreschke. Patera sneaks into the bottom corner. 2-1 up. Lovely goal. Oh, sort of an old man celebration. Very nice. Yeah, I feel like that one I think that definitely picked up a lucky deflection somewhere in there. Let's just watch that again. Kreschke, Patera. No, it was pretty cleanly hit, actually. I thought he picked up a knock off one of their centre-backs, but apparently not. Pusic plays it in. Goalward. Luca gets the equaliser. Would you say that's unfair, looking at how the play's been going? You look at the stats for this game and you think maybe we've been the dominant side. But, maybe they're just being a bit more clinical and it's working to their advantage. Silvestri plays it long. Headed forward. Now Zerbin moves into the box. You look like you were trying to go for a foul here, Dina Rabimbe, and I don't respect it. Cumitillo. Highlight after highlight here. Rui Can he make some space for himself? Get a cross in. He can. He finds Noah. He hits the crossbar. Oh, I thought that would have been the goal then. Thought that would have been the winner for sure. Oh, they've got a highlight. Pusic plays it in. Headed over by Bishki, though. We are going to make a couple more swaps here. Thiago Holm is absolutely knackered out there, but I don't want to bring him off. Salcedo is going to come off of Manquant. Manquant's been fantastic coming on as a super sub. Hopefully he can do it for you today. And I think I'm going to take off Busquets for Diambo as well, because Diambo's been pretty good when he's come off the bench. He's been good when he started as well, but you know, when he starts on the bench, when he comes on, he does have a bit of an impact. So I am putting a bit of trust in you boys. Let's come on, let's have some fun. See if you can sort this out for us. Let's wait and see the highlight. Palumbo can't get his passing. Literally, so frustrating. Played forward, home. Plays in Noah. Oh, you've got to hit that with a bit of power. There it is. Follows it up. Jesus, that was a bit lucky there. That felt a bit tenuous. You know, I thought that would have been... that should have been a finish first time. Gets on the rebound, though. It's fine. We're 3-2 up. Now, can we hang on to this? It's lucky he was quick on the draw then. Yeah, you can see why I've got some concerns at the moment, though, because you look at how we do in those circumstances and you think, come on, lads, like, hang on to your victories, take your chances, and we just don't. We just struggle to do them. Ball played into Luca, he sends it wide, luckily. And that, again, that little things like that, very sloppy. Which does make you question a couple of things, but if things have gone the way we want them to, though, we might be winning this one. There it is. 3-2 against Udinese. It was a little bit stressful, won't lie, but we did come out with the win, and I will take that. I'm always happy getting the wins. I mean, who isn't? That was a pointless sentence, really, but very pleased to get the win there. And after that match, as you can see, we have actually just jumped up to third. I imagine that'll change relatively quickly with any upcoming fixtures, because Fiorentina have got a game in hand, AC Milan have got a game in hand. Both of them could easily leapfrog us. Even Atalanta, maybe. I think that's about it. But yeah, I mean, look how tight it is at the moment. Anyway, fine. What I'm going to do, continue these next couple of days, get into this Empoli match, and hopefully we can get a double header winners. Right, here we are, ready to dive into our match against Empoli. There have been some changes to the lineup. First time in what feels like forever that I've actually got some changes in the lineup to talk about. I am choosing to rest a couple of players for this next one, mainly because fixture list is getting pretty congested at the moment. And there's actually a couple more changes I do want to make whilst I'm in here. First of them, though, I am going to start Manquant instead of Salcedo. As you can see, his last 5 games, average of 6.48. It's just not good enough at this level. And Manquant's been playing pretty well. You know, he's got a couple of goals in his last few sub appearances. Might as well give him a start. It's against Empoli. Maybe Empoli are a decent team, and we probably should be playing our best players. But you know what? I'm going to give him a go. And we are starting Rui mainly because St. Luce is out suspended. He picked up his 5th booking in 9 games, which is a concern. You can see Abimbe is also on the same sort of thing, so hopefully he doesn't get up another yellow card. But let's just wait and see what happens there. I'm gonna take out Busquets for Diambo. I'm gonna start Diambo in this game, and I think that may be all it is as far as changes. We'll keep the homes on though. The homes are good together, and again, we just got to see how we get on. I'm still continuing this whole idea that I am optimistic about this season. I think we've had a really decent start. I was maybe a little bit nervous at the start of things, but then you get the Napoli result, and I feel like we've managed to sort of keep the ball rolling. Yes, we've had one loss in there, but we've beaten some big boys. Just got to keep our heads up. If we can stay in and around this mix for a lot of the season, I mean, we're looking to beat 10th. That's all we've got to do. We've got to finish higher than 10th. So I'll take 9th, really, at the end of the year. It would be nice to be around 6th or 7th. A European finish would be pretty awesome. That's offside. I'm not reacting. That's because I can see it's offside. And because if you remember me saying on the Zealand skin, if the goal doesn't appear down here, then they're offside. There you go. proven. But yeah, I'm optimistic about this season, though. Again, if we can keep ourselves looking like we're going to get some sort of European football, I'll be very happy, and hopefully they'll actually give me a decent amount of money to improve this squad. I think we've improved well, but we can obviously improve a little bit more. Ball is cleared. Noah picks it up, but an absolute ocean of Empoli players around them stop him from getting through. They beat all our defenders, and Bajrami scores. This is also a common trend. We usually go a goal down. If it's not a 1-0 win, we concede first. All right, another little bit of encouragement. They've got a corner again. Played in, cleared, but straight back out to Bajrami. Is Noah going to get a tackle in? No. Bajrami goes for goal, hits the post, has to be cleared by Kumatio. Okay, it's starting to look a little bit dominant here. We're doing well with possession, but we're just not getting forward. So what I might do is not pass into space. See if that helps us out. I'm going to bring the tempo down a bit, and we're going to work the ball into the box. See if that can help us on any level. And look at that. If we do lose this game, we go down to 8th, and that's what I mean. That's how tight it is right at the start of this season. Yeah, 1-0 down at half time. Really, really poor performance. Yeah, very, very, very dissatisfied. Rui, come on, lad. I need you to really, really perform here now, mate. I don't have an option at left back, basically. Vallejo with the ball. Plays it in. Lovely turn from Casasi. Or Casase. Might be Casase. Casace. Whatever his name is. He has scored. Okay. I'm gonna be cruel. I'm gonna berate, because that is a poor way to start the half. Botera is having an absolute nightmare. As both him and Rui are both having a terrible game. Is there anyone that could fill in? They're saying Macchioni. I mean, why not? Let's give Macchioni a go. Botera, you're going to come off for Mbeso. He's just come back from injury. Shouldn't be too intense for him. I don't want you to go out there without any pressure. I want you to get out there and I want you to perform, boys. I need you to play some good football. I mean, in moments like this, I think, sod it. Let's just go to attacking, see what happens, which is kind of where my head's going at the moment. Kreshki plays it in the middle to Diambo. He threw a beautiful ball to Manquan. Can he get a finish? Not quite. Vicario saves. I think I am going to change it to that attacking mentality and chuck a little bit of encouragement at them. Diambo crosses it in. Can't find Noah. Males tackled by Kreshki. Wonderful work. Can he find a teammate? He's going alone. Yeah. Unlucky. Unlucky miss. Okay, now I know I started him instead of Salcedo, but I'm going to bring Salcedo on as a sub. What other things would you be doing here? I mean, Abimbe's not playing great, and we'll bring on Coley, who's also been playing terribly, and Palumbo's looking knackered, so I'll bring on Busquets, but slim pickings, really. We do pretty much have 11 players that can be good. Demar Moore, is that just going to tank morale? It didn't look too bad. Ball played in, Comatio heads it back to Rizzo. What's he going to do with it now? Throws it out to Mbeso. He's now just standing there. Going to bring it forward, plays it into Diambo. Diambo back to Rizzo, forward to Kreshki. Busquets and Mbeso linking up. Diambo back to So. Okay, we're just passing it around each other. That's good. That's not a terrible thing. It means we've got the ball. Home trying to start something now, though, by the looks of things. Plays it out wide to Macchioni. Great ball down the line to Salcedo, to be fair. Back to Macchioni. Finds Salcedo again. Can he find a teammate? Crosses it in. Finds Home. Back to Coley. Diambo, edge of the box. What a finish. Good. Let's take that. Let's build on it. Let's try and get another one. Come on. Let's not lose this one. We're at home. Nothing I hate more than losing at home. I don't mind. I can take losing. But losing at home is something that does bug me. I feel like you should always perform well there. Diambo crosses it in. Can't find a teammate. Kumatio meets it, though. Back out to Diambo. Busquets goes for goal. What a save from Vicario. I feel like changing to the attacking mentality has helped. I think it has helped us out. I'm just noticing, though, these boys down here look a bit unhappy. What's what with you two? Are you anxious? Yeah, they're both anxious, aren't they? Vallejo Taslani, back out to Zanoli. Trying to find a teammate. Back to Walu. He plays it wide. Casace. Good tackle from Diambo. Home with the ball now. Into Salcedo. He plays in Noah. Noah finishes. Beautiful finish. There's the equaliser with 8 minutes to go. Any chance of a last-minute winner, boys? I'm not going to take them off the attacking mentality because clearly we're actually playing well in it. When we were on positive, we weren't as good. We're going to keep attacking here. That could be a mistake, and if it is, I will take blame. But we've got to go for broke now. Do I? Yeah, I'm going to chuck a little bit of encouragement just in the last minute. Might spur them on. Statistically, we're looking better now. There's a few minutes left. Any chances? Last minute highlight? Sadly not, but we did come back to equalise it. Had a rubbish start. Pulled it back. Should have really tried to win that one, though, which is frustrating, but fine. Yeah, he's been booked 5 times. I know he has. That's going to be him out for the next game. It means we have to play Coley. Fine. Not the end of the world. We've brought it back, though. And as you can see, we're still in 5th place. It's not too bad. Again, after 10 games, 19 points, that's pretty good. You know, pretty good for a team that finished 10th last season. What I am going to do now, though, is I'm going to continue through the season a little bit. If we have a look at our schedule, what I did want to do, I'm going to really crunch through this this season now, and I want to bring you back for the matches against Sassuolo and Lecce, because we've done, you know, this is our 4th season. We've never had a cup run, so I'd quite like to have a cup run on this series. So I think what I'm going to do, like I say, I'm going to go through all of this. We've seen games against a lot of these teams anyway, so nothing particularly new or exciting happening with them. We're going to get through those, 7 games, and we're going to bring it back for the Sassuolo and Lecce games. Hopefully, like I say, we can start a little bit of a cup run. Maybe that's our first thing that we can achieve with Pro Vercelli. Thank you very much for watching, though. If you have enjoyed the video, please make sure you give it a like, and if you want to continue this wonderful journey that we're having with Pro Vercelli, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm going to leave things there, though. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed yourselves. Look after yourselves, and ciao bella.